Hello, guys. Joe here, coming at you with another late night session. So I I keep saying that I don't want it to be long, but for some reason it ends up being long. Maybe because I'm ranty. Um, and I don't know if this is gonna become an issue, uh, at some point in time. But it's not that I'm wearing the same exact outfit. It's just that usually I just wear white shirts under all my, uh, clothes. So, you know, like, like literally, like my laundry basket is like right here, and I just did some laundry. So, here's another white shirt. So, you know, I haven't put up my clothes yet. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about um, was actually, uh, kind of like a getting to know you type of thing, but it would be about me. So, why did I start this channel? I started this channel because if I'm being honest, I want to monetize this. I want to monetize it eventually, just to have another source of income. Um, I I want to be able to have financial freedom, but I also um, want to be able to open up opportunities for other people. It's like when I have the type of goals to where it's like they'll last me for, like, if not the rest of my life, like a pretty long time. Um, a pretty long time. I have, at least another 20 years. At least another 20 years. And then that's barring any, anything that might come along that I might want to do that as well. But mainly, I I want to create jobs, and I want to be a millionaire. I want to have that, the type of money to where it's like, yo, like, people are coming to me and saying, "Oh, hey, can I get a loan for my business?" And and um and then I want to not do business like traditional business, and I have ideas on what I can do, and not just be about money, but to do it in a way to where it seems fair, and it seems like, almost like, to where it seems like it should work, but not to where it's, greedy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want money, they want money. Let's try to figure out how to get this together, and let's try to figure out how to um kind of do this kind of do this kind of project together, and, like, let's work to kind of change the system, or at least work within it and try to change it from within, almost, and use the rules to our advantage. It's funny because I was watching Project Power today. That movie with Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and some other people in it, and I like the movie. He and the thing is there was this scene where he was talking to this girl, right? Or Jamie Foxx's character was talking to this girl, and he was like, well, what's your power, type of thing. And then she was like, oh, well, I rap. And he was like, well, let me hear a line. And some back and forth happened before she, like, goes ahead and like gives him a few bars, And then she does it, and he was like, and then he was like, that's your power. He was like, most people, and I forget if he said this after she did it or after she, rapped, or after or before she did it, but basically what he was saying was this. He's like, this is your superpower. He's like, you can use the system to your advantage. All you have to do is do what you're good at. I did what I'm good at, and the system used me and abused me for it. But then I started to learn the rules of the system. He didn't say exactly this, but this is what he was kind of getting at. But I learned to operate within it, and then once I learned how it operated, I used it to my advantage. So that's kind of what he was getting at, and I kind of wanted to do the same thing. I want to make financial moves that end up benefiting myself as well as other people. And I don't want to be too big. Like, I want us to be big enough to where like, of course, I don't have to quote unquote work for nobody else, like, or have to, like, worry about working for, have a traditional 9 to 5 again. But I also don't want to be so big to where not I also don't want to be so big to where I'm not what do you want to say, to where I'm not detached from like emotionally detached from like the entanglements of like the workers, like, you know what I mean? But how do you do that when you become a millionaire, right? How do you do that when you're essentially like a multimillionaire, or like, you know what I mean? So there's probably a way to do it, and I think I have a way. And maybe that'll happen a little bit. If it has to happen, I'd rather minimize it as much as possible. But like, to where it's like, oh, well, you get so big to where you prioritize like efficiency over caring about somebody else, the worker kind of mentality, like, you know what I mean? But I understand that's going to happen to a degree, because that's just the nature of how things work. So I want to do that. I don't want to go into details about like all my future things, but what I can tell you in most vague terms is this: I do want to fix the more poor areas of the city, if I can, the city in which I live, if I can. And I don't mean like run for like political office or hold like a local office. I don't need all that. That seems like too much of a headache. What I would rather do is help the people who are in the city, who they want to stay where they're at, and that's kind of their home, but they also want more money. And then, change the kind of like residential landscape for this. If that means changing the people in it, then by all means we can do that. Or if it means give them more opportunity, do that. But do it in a way to where it allows them to change too, because it seems like the mentality is not just, oh, give them money, everything will be fine. They also have to acknowledge that they have to put in some work to do that. But they also need some help and some tips on how to do that. People will offer help if they ask for it, if they truly want it. It's like how far are you willing to go though, in order to make those improvements, you know? So, and I want to be financially stable enough to be able to offer that to people. But it all starts with this first. It all starts with, it's kind of like airplane, right? They say, you know, those airplane masks, to where it's like, they say like in an event of a crash, you know, secure your own oxygen mask first before helping anybody else. And so I want to be financially secure enough to where it's like I can put on my own oxygen mask first, and then before helping anybody else, so that I can help them put theirs on. And then maybe that'll be kind of like a pay it forward situation, to where they'll help somebody else, and then they'll help somebody else, and maybe they'll help 2 or 3 people. And then before you know it, the entire landscape of the city is kind of fixed in terms of mentality. And then maybe they'll be involved with their community more, and then maybe they'll fix their education system, and then maybe they'll fix their what do you want to call it, their local municipality laws. And then maybe, you know, that'll inspire the state to change, and maybe that'll inspire the country to change. But that's going down like a long road. But it all starts with this right here, right? So I want to be able to do that. So that's kind of where my head's at. What do you guys think? Let me know. This is a significantly shorter. I'm gonna try to keep it like somewhere between 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna try to. I'm sorry if it does get a little, you know, ranty, but I apologize in advance. So thank you guys for listening to the video, watching the video. If you would help me out by punching that like button, subscribing to the YouTube channel, share it with people that you know or you feel like have similar aspirations. And then who knows, maybe I'll be like one of the ones to like help you out, or maybe you'll be one of the ones that help me out, and we can create some great things together. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Help me out by subscribing, liking the video, sharing it with other people as much as possible. Hit that notification button so you'll be up to date on all the stuff that we talk about. All right, thanks you guys. Bye.